The following actually happened.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the scene where the Duke's butt was probably being grabbed.
First of all, he's an earl. And secondly, he's just been talking about his traumatic childhood. The butt grabbing scene was 10 pages ago. Hi, my name's Bea. Welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance, with tragic backstories. Hey there, and welcome to one of my very favorite videos, but this time with a twist. It's gonna be short and sweet for two reasons. One, I wanna try something new, and two, I'm running low on time now that my children are just about done with school. Normally I give you every book in my monthly wrap-up, but today I'm just gonna be focusing on my top 5 reads for the month of May. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer for me to stick to the top 5 in the months ahead, or if you want me to recap every book I've read. I thought it would be fun to go from number 5 to my number 1 book of May, just like they used to do in those music video countdowns. Remember that on the weekends? If you don't remember, don't tell me. Congratulations on being extra young. But without further ado, let's do it. Number 5 is The Duke's Dream by Giovanna Siniscalchi. This is the first book of the Swans of Paris series. It was incredible, super intense, super spicy. I had the chance to interview Giovanna Siniscalchi on my channel. It was incredible. She's a ballerina herself, and she used her own experiences along with meticulous research of the time period to bring this story to life. We have two people who are extremely passionate. She's reluctant at first, but he is absolutely a tortured soul because he's been dreaming about her for like 10 years, finally meets her, and he has got to have her. If you enjoy really intense passion, both in the bedroom and without, because man, those scenes with music, incredible. If you also enjoy a tortured hero who is absolutely obsessed with the heroine, if you like lots of history and a really neat cast of characters, you are going to love this book. Number 4 is another 4.5 star, Texas Destiny by Lorraine Heath. This is the first book of the Texas trilogy, and what a series it is. Never thought I'd love historical westerns, but here we are. A young woman from Georgia hoping for a better life decides to become a mail order bride. Gets off the train one day at Fort Worth, Texas to make a almost month-long trek across the wild prairie that is Texas on her way to meet her actual husband. She thought her future husband was going to pick her up, but it turned out to be his brother, who is scarred inside and out from the Civil War. He believes that he's not good enough to receive love, but she proves to him that he absolutely is. The only problem is she's of course betrothed to his brother. What follows is an intense road trip type story filled with peril, daring rescues, very slow burn, a great cast of characters. I can't wait to see the brothers all find their happily ever afters. I am now a Lorraine Heath super fan. At number 3 is Yinyang Love Song by Laura Kung Jessen. Chrissy Hua and all the women in her family are cursed to have their relationships end badly. She didn't necessarily believe the curse until relationship number 9 ended so badly. She's now retreated to work with her aunts as they create medicines to heal the brokenhearted through traditional Chinese medicine. One day though, her path crosses a bad boy cellist who's known for breaking hearts. They decide to fake date to help both of their reputations and boost her tea sales. Their relationship blooms from enemies to friends to lovers with low angst, low heat, but with a comforting sensuality that I really found impressive. Loved the ensemble cast, the touch of magic, and the mystery that unfolds. Coming in at number 2, Every Hour Until Then by Gabrielle Meyer. This is book 5 of the Timeless series. Every book in this series features one woman who is living 2 timelines. And in this book in particular, Every Hour Until Then, she's living 2 lives 50 years apart. In 1938, she's a successful Smithsonian employee who is working on a brand new exhibit, which turns out to be about Jack the Ripper. The kicker is that his final victim turns out to be her sister in 1888. Now, she wants to save her sister in the other timeline. The problem? The love of her life is also in 1888. And if you mess with the timeline, you have to give up that path. Can she give up the man of her dreams to save her sister's life? This book had me on the edge of my seat and furiously turning those pages until the end. And number 1 is When the Tides Held the Moon by Vanessa Vita Kelly. This author is also an artist, so if you read the ebook or the physical physical book, you also get illustrations throughout, which was really, really neat. I also purchased the audiobook, which is dual narration by two gentlemen who do a fantastic job, one of whom does so many accents. I was thoroughly impressed. This story is set in early 1900s New York City, featuring a young man named Benny who is doing his best to succeed and avoid cruel stereotypes against people of Puerto Rican descent, when one day he encounters an interesting group of misfits who work at Coney Island as part of a menagerie that does circus-type sideshow. Their latest exhibit is a real live merman. Though Benny and this merman couldn't seem more different, in truth, their hearts are the same. I could not believe how much I enjoyed this story, which has been compared to The Greatest Showman and The Shape of Water. I felt like I was watching a movie all of its own. I loved the ensemble cast of characters, each one so colorful and richly developed. The love story between Benny and his merman was achingly beautiful. It's a story I don't think I'll ever forget, and I'm really hoping to see more from this author. Before I go, I've got some very important, very exciting news to share. I need to thank all of my brand new members. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means more to me than you could ever understand. My channel members and I are having a great time during our summer staycation, or armchair travel as we are coming to call it. We're spending June in the Mediterranean. I believe we're going to do a road trip through the US and Canada in July before island hopping in August. We're still deciding what exactly that's going to look like. I cannot wait. I want to thank Kimberly Lawrence for rejoining as a queen bee. Kathy Brown, thank you for becoming a queen bee. I want to thank Paige of Paige's Book Shack for upgrading from honeybee to queen bee. I want to thank Jennifer Lewis for joining as a brand new beloved reader. I want to thank Carolina Sweetheart Michelle for becoming a brand new honeybee. I want to thank Roxy Ann 325 for becoming a queen bee. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank Kamal Shah for upgrading from beloved reader to queen bee. I hope that I can continue to provide the content you love and give you that first-rate experience as a thank you and love letter from me to you for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. On that note, do let us know in the comments what was something that you enjoyed in the month of May. You can give us your number one or your top 5. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, regardless of what month it is. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.